And we are live. The Digital Pollution Podcast with me and my friend Cobb. How's it going, buddy?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you.
Good. What have you been up to on this fine day?
Oh, I'm still working.
Yeah.
I'm fine. Thank you. What's that?
It was the echo. I had to get rid of the echo in there.
Yeah.
Just to pull the page up. just in case somebody joins us in the chat.
No, you want to that the people think we are more than two. we count the echoes also.
That's a, well, that would be a problem. I can just turn the echo back on.
That the people think we are more than two.
There you go. See, echo.
Yeah, it's a crowded stream this time.
Wow,
Too many Germans.
Well, it wasn't announced, so who cares? It's just a bit of fun, Cobb.
Yeah, as I said, I'm still working on the Mummy Part 2, the Mummy Boogaloo.
Yeah, because you've got that premiering. Part 1 is premiering on Wednesday, I do believe.
Yeah, first one comes Wednesday, and the second one is coming Wednesday or Saturday. I'm still deciding when. I don't know exactly.
Well, the second one's coming soon. That's all we need to say for now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's coming soon because these are mummies, damn it. You can't control them. They do what they want.
Yeah, just when you thought you were done with the Mummy, and then you find 2 more movies, so you've got to redo your old Mummy review.
Yeah, it was because of my vacation in Australia. I thought I made some nice days in Australia with this George Miller guy and the Russell Mulcahy guy. I made retrospective on, and what? He made another mummy movie. I didn't review.
Damn you, Mulcahy!
Yeah, it was buried under the TV stand because it was a TV movie. A Hallmark channel movie.
Oh dear! So the hallmark of quality, right there, then.
Yeah, it was really a quality product. It had Johnny Rico himself in the main lead. John Rico was there, and also Alex was there from Clockwork Orange, Malcolm McDowell.
Oh yeah. Oh well. You know they've spent all the money on Malcolm McDowell. Then he's the only one getting a check.
Yeah, but they just spent money on him that he sits in a chair for 3 hours.
Oh dear!
And they cut. Sometimes they cut to him for 10 seconds or something like that. Yeah, and they didn't pay him enough that he don't leave his chair. Really, even when one of the bad guys tells him this is my he kills everybody in the room and tells him get off my chair. And Malcolm McDowell refuses. He dies. He dies just not to get up from his chair.
Oh dear!
And he saw how the other guy killed everybody in the room.
But he still ain't getting up off that goddamn chair.
Yeah, I think the dialogue was, no, they didn't pay me enough that I get up and walk here on the scene. They just said to me, I have to sit, and I don't. I won't get up.
It's because all of his lines of dialogue were written on pieces of paper on the floor. That's why.
I'm sure he didn't have any lines of dialogue. I'm pretty sure they made everything up during shooting. It's so obvious.
Yeah. When was that made then?
It was made 2006. Between I think it well, he made the Scorpion King Part 2, and Part 2 is from 2008.
Right.
And yeah, before that he made many TV movies, and this was just one of them. He made also this god awful Jules Verne adaptation.
Oh yeah, which one?
The island one.
Not the island of Dr. Moreau, no.
No, Secret Island or something like that.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. It's the original is a pretty good movie. From the 60s back then.
I'm not sure if I've seen it. I must have done. I
Yeah.
must have seen it at some point.
Yeah, and it's the island of Nemo. It's the I think there is this very popular Nemo adaptation from the 60s, 20,000 Miles Under the Sea.
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, rather. Yeah. I'm familiar with that one. Yeah.
Yeah, and this island thing is I think it's the continuation of the story, or
Right, yeah.
it's a prequel. I'm not really sure, because Nemo is on the island.
Right.
And I'm not sure if he is on the island to get his shit together after the events of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, or if he starts from there, his adventure.
Oh. I might have to check it out. But saying that, though, some dodgy TV movie? I don't think so. And if the main star is Malcolm McDowell as well, so...
No, not in this one.
Oh no,
the Malcolm McDowell one is the Mummy one. It's
right,
King Tut, King Tut, and some. I don't know. It has so many titles. King Tut is the German title.
I finally watched the Lego Movie 2 today.
Oh my god!
Did you get through it?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I did.
So come on then, Cub. What are your thoughts on the Lego Movie 2?
It sucks.
It sucks. Why did that come to such a shock? Yeah, it's. I wasn't overly impressed myself, to be honest. I thought there was way too many songs in it, and the songs were fucking terrible, and it just didn't quite capture the magic of the first one. I thought it was like rehashing old ground in places, and I just don't think it was as thought through, really.
Yeah, and also when we talked about it, I told you I'm on the 20-minute mark.
Mm-hmm.
And I also told you, this SJW thing, till now, there is not much of it. I really don't see many problems with that till now. Boy, I was so wrong. It comes after the 20-minute mark. It flies in.
Yeah, there's a couple of elements in there I noticed. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's overly done though. Really, do you know what I mean? To the point of this political bullshit.
Not overly done, really.
No, I wouldn't say so.
The boy at the end is convinced to play with his sister, and also makes hearts and so on.
Yeah, actually, when you think about it as well, Emmett turns out to be the bad guy. Spoilers. Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, which makes no sense at all. And why the bad guy? For me, it was just naturally that the boy has no intention to play with the girl stuff.
Well, yeah,
what?
Yeah, that's what it is. And the message is, shouldn't we all just get along and play together and be nice?
To get along and play together means in this movie to go to just make a compromise for the girl.
I just felt it was just treading on old ground from the first one in a lot of respects. I didn't think it was as fresh of a story.
Yeah, I think the story was.
It's the same screenplay by Lord and Miller, though, who did the first one.
Yeah, it has for me the same effect like Wreck-It Ralph 2. In Wreck-It Ralph 2, I suggested they really have no story, and it was
seen it,
and it was true. After half of the movie is over. The story is over, and the second half of the movie, they just made things up as they went along. And in Lego Movie, oh my but they ripped off so many movies, and now you can say, oh yeah, it pays homage or something like that. No bullshit. The whole plot with the flying house in kind of space was from the second part of Jumanji, Zathura.
Oh, I've not seen the second Jumanji thing. I've seen the first one, but that was a long time ago. I can't really remember anything about it.
I can, because I like the second one more than the first one. Zathura was Jumanji in space, and it was really a nice nice idea. And if you want to know what's it about, it's the plot of Lego Movie 2.
Really?
Yeah, the guy who meets himself in space, in his house. He flies in his house through space, and then comes this mysterious spacecraft with this mysterious guy, and it turns out it's himself from the future who wants to warn him or help him or something like that. And that's Zathura. That's a complete plot from Zathura.
Yeah, well, it sounds very similar to the Lego Movie too. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, because they ripped it completely off for two reasons. First of all, they themselves have no script. They have no script or no idea or whatsoever. And second, Zathura was a bomb back then. It was a flop. Nobody knows it. Everybody knows just Jumanji. And now with the remake of Jumanji, Zathura is even more known than before. And
well, I didn't even know that movie was connected to the Jumanji universe. I didn't know that.
It's the nice thing with Zathura is that it is obviously a story like Jumanji, because I think the board is involved in the plot, the Jumanji board.
So it definitely is set in the same universe then.
Yeah, but it doesn't make any. But that's it. It doesn't copy the first one in any way. It's a complete unique new story. And for me, it's even the better one than Jumanji. And Noise Tracker is here.
Yes. Hello there, Noise Tracker.
So as I said, I like Jumanji. Jumanji was back then one of my favorite movies, and nowadays I don't mind it. It's okay. It's a very entertaining movie, even today. But I would take Zathura watching it over Jumanji anytime, because it's more interesting story.
Yeah, well, I haven't seen it. I may have to write that one down on the to watch list.
Yeah. Also, it reminds me. Maybe I make a review on Jumanji, and just because that I get a reason to talk about Zathura, because really, it's and also to give the new Jumanji the respect it deserves.
No, I've not seen it, so I try to avoid movies with The Rock in. If he's in it, I ain't gonna fucking watch it.
Is Rock. There's the Rock, annoying Rock, and also annoying this awful this funny guys, Jack Black.
Oh God,
and I
another
think
reason not to watch it. Yeah,
and the third one is Chris Hart or Chris Rock or Kevin Hart, or I think
it's Kevin Hart. I think.
Oh my God!
Yeah, and who's it's in it as well? The ex-Doctor Who companion, Karen Gillan. She's in it as well, isn't she? Yeah.
This is the trilogy of death. I tell you, if you would told me back then, I would watch a movie with two of those guys. I would tell you, no way in hell I watch a movie with The Rock and one of the other annoying guys. But all three in the same movie? Oh my God.
Oh, well, The Rock and Jack Black does it for me. That's a double whammy of shit.
Yeah, Kevin Hart gives you the rest. He's the final nail in this coffin.
I don't mind some of Kevin Hart's stand-up stuff, but some of his films are fucking awful.
I think I don't even know if I watched one of Kevin Hart's movies. I think maybe 10 minutes or something like that. I'm not sure. Till I recognize this annoying guy and then zip to something else.
Yeah.
Something like that.
No. I'm trying to think what films I have seen him in. I've seen him in a couple, but I can't honestly think what they are.
Yeah, I could look him up, but I won't do that because I don't give a fuck on this guy.
Yeah. It's not worth my time.
Not a second. And also, this Lego movie too had really some surprises. And in the end credits, I saw the music was from Mark Mothersbaugh.
Who is? Give me a clue.
The guy from Devo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, one of the Devo founders. He made also the soundtrack for Last Supper.
Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah, and for many very popular movies. This I was surprised because this time the music was really shit. It was awful.
Bloody hell. Oh, I was reading something today about Stan Lee's cameo in Captain Marvel.
Oh my God, Captain Marvel.
Because you know how it's set in the 90s, yeah?
Yeah. Didn't they get the 80s?
I think Stan Lee's sitting on a bus or a train. I can't remember which. I only read it this afternoon, but I forgot. And apparently, in his hand is the script to Kevin Smith's movie Mallrats, which he had a cameo in. Well, a large cameo rather. Yeah, and apparently the script to Mallrats is in his hand. So I don't know. Like I say, I've not seen the movie yet, but holy shit, the reviews have started coming in, haven't they? And they're not favourable at all towards Captain Marvel. It's not looking good for Carol Danvers.
I was in the middle of the Doomcock review when when I had to make a break.
Yeah, I'll watch Doomcock's video this afternoon. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, very funny video, as always, though, from Doomcock.
Yeah, he really destroys the movie from the core even before he starts reviewing it.
Yeah, he just goes, it's shit.
He points out the light speed thing, and really,
yeah. When I was listening to the video, when I was watching the video, I was like, "Holy shit! Really? Is that the plot? It makes no fucking sense."
Yeah,
no,
seems like that. And also, I never believed one word when people said Samuel L. Jackson was so good in this movie, because in the trailer and also from the story point, he is a kind of second. He plays second to Captain Marvel.
And, he's definitely playing second fiddle. Yeah.
So how the hell could that be a good performance or something like that? Even I can't see that, but I haven't seen the movie, so he won't get a rent from me till I saw it, not before that.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I was very pissed off when Doomcock mentions the Nick Fury character, how he lost his eye, being scratched by that fucking cat. It's like, really? Yeah. Like Doomcock was saying, you imagined it lost it in a big war or a big fight, something dramatic. No, just ripped out by a cat's paw. Holy shit, man.
Yeah, and I'm sure Captain Marvel will piss off many MCU fans, and I'm not even an MCU fan. I didn't make any secret about that I am not a fan of the MCU.
Oh yeah, I know you're not a big fan. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but even I can feel the pain from real MCU fans when they get that Fury names his Avengers after Captain Marvel's nickname.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, do me a favor. Well,
Really?
it must be a bad movie because even the Shill videos on YouTube, do you know what I mean? Even they are saying, "Well, it's not that great." You know what I mean? And they're being paid by fucking Disney. It's like, holy shit! If they are saying it's not too great, how bad is this fucking movie?
I really lost every hope when I heard that. I thought,
Nice.
oh my god, really?
Yeah, even the Shill media channels are going, well, it's not that strong of a movie in the MCU as a whole, and
Yeah.
so
And
even if them fuckers are hating it, it's like, oh god, this movie must be fucking terrible.
yeah, and if even I say, and I have really nothing for the MCU, nothing. I can't stand it.
Oh
And
yeah, I know you're not
yeah,
invested in the whole thing at all, are
yeah.
you?
And
No,
if even I say, oh my god, that's too much.
yeah.
You
Even,
can't do that.
yeah. Even some of the Shill channels are just going, no, this isn't a good movie.
Oh my god, no,
It
no.
must be really bad.
Yeah. Let's see what Peter has to say about it tomorrow.
Indeed.
Yeah, I think he saw it.
Has he? Is that where he's gone tonight instead of doing the stream? Has he secretly gone see Captain Marvel?
I don't think so. if so, then he don't get any pity from me whatsoever. Because really, if you go for yourself seeing a probably shitty movie instead of having a fun stream, that's really
Yeah, but he's got to do it for the channel. He's got to do it for the channel.
yeah. It's work, of course.
It's work. Yeah. I love that old chestnut. Well, I've got to go see it so I can review it for the channel. Okay, then.
Yeah, but in the case of Lego Movie 2, it was really for the channel because, oh my god, I wanted to finish this crap after 10 minutes. I had no intention to see it at all.
Like I was saying, I wasn't overly thrilled with it. And I quite like the first Lego movie. It's one of my favorite sort of family kids movies.
Yeah,
But
I don't mind it.
the second one just didn't feel or seem as good in any way.
Yeah, and I told you what I liked on the first one, and also which Lego movie I really like, the Batman movie. And the Batman character I really liked in the first movie. And they totally destroyed this character in the second one. Totally.
Oh yeah.
Batman is gone. Oh my god. It was such a cool Batman. We aren't allowed to have any cool Batmans. It's
yes, white and glittery with a fluffy cape. Well,
oh
that's the
my
Batman we all love.
and also this really awkward marrying thing where he has to marry somebody, and it was really
all in the daughter's imagination, wasn't it? That the two toys playing together, get married, and blah blah blah.
Yeah, but I don't want to see that crap. Really, I don't want to see Batman getting he in his new dress and getting married or something like that.
No,
I would never ever would want to see this kind of crap in a fun movie or something like that.
Yeah, it just didn't capture the magic of the first one, I don't think, at all.
Yeah.
Like I say, it was just rehashing old ground in a way.
Yeah, I tell you something. This Lego crap is really lucky that I would never review this shit. Never. Because this would be an angry review. After the 20-minute mark, as I told you, it gets so SJW, and I normally never use that term, never ever. But this time, it's really the first time where I say, "Oh, but they had a clear agenda, and it pulled every man down, and also did this that the guy from the first movie is the villain of the second one, and so on." Oh my god, no,
Hmm.
no.
So, what else have you been watching that you don't like then?
You really don't have to ask. You know exactly what, because I think you saw it too.
What was that? Remind me again.
Oh, there's something to do with how do you call it when you have to go to the hospital because you had sex with the wrong person?
Oh, yeah. STD.
Yeah.
Yes. More fun getting one than watching it. Yeah.
So I have to ask you this
I'm-
question.
I haven't seen it yet. I tried to make time for it today, but I didn't have the time. So, but at least we can talk about that further tomorrow.
Yeah, let's talk about that tomorrow. Because as I said, but I can say without
I mean-
spoiling anything.
By all means, you can talk about it because you know what my memory's like. I'm not going to fucking remember anyway.
Yeah, but I don't want to easy it for you. I want to that you get the same sledgehammer like I did when I saw it the first time. To give you a warning about and give you spoilers and so on, that would be a kind thing. But
Well,
as I
Go
told you,
ahead. Spoil ahead, sir. I don't
This-
mind in the slightest.
this thing is the first one that make me actively angry.
Really?
Angry in the first seconds.
What, like shoot the TV Elvis style angry?
Yeah, something
Oh,
like that.
Shit.
I was so. Normally, I say this is crap. STD is crap, and I don't give a shit.
Yeah. For
Yeah.
you to get in a fucking rage, that must be something special right there.
Yeah, it was, and also normally, the old Kirk track is not my favorite Star Trek. My favorite Star Trek is DS9.
Yeah.
So really, that a scene from the old Kirk track that use a scene in the beginning from this.
Oh, fuck. Actually, I did watch about the first 2 minutes of it before I fell
Yeah.
asleep.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it shows a clip from the Cage Menagerie or whatever.
and it's the Cage Menagerie is one of my all-time favorite episodes ever, and to see this clip in front of STD, really, that people think they have anything to do with each other. Well, it was really like a sledgehammer. I thought I couldn't breathe anymore when I saw that. I got really angry. My blood began to boil. Really.
Yeah, well, last week I think it was like coming next week or whatever, or it may have even been mentioned in last week's where they mentioned Talos 4, and I was like, hang on a minute,
And
what they're going to fuck up here? Are they going to fuck the guys with the big brainy telepathic powers? Are we having them now? And apparently we are.
and I'm so surprised that some of the critics, reviewers, gave it a kind of pass. They said, "Oh yeah, it was the most Star Trekky one," and so on.
Why?
But-
Why? Because it's had characters in it you know from back in the day. It doesn't make it great.
Yeah, but I think they missed completely the point. Normally, my favorite reviews on Star Trek Discovery are the one from Gary, because he makes the really bad reviews on STD. Really, and also I like the Bolts track ones, and also from what's his name? Also from some other guy who is also really great and famous. So he don't need us to give him a shout out. He has 10,000 subs or something like that. But these are the greatest ones. And as I said, Gary is one of the greatest. When
Yeah,
it
I
comes to
like I
reviews.
like Nerdrotic. I like Gary's videos.
Yeah. For me, so also he was one of the last honest guys on YouTube. I say it straight.
Yeah.
It's a fact. So, but on this episode, I think he he was shocked because he really missed completely the point. That's the worst one.
Well, I haven't seen any of the reviews on the episode yet by Nerdrotic and such because I haven't seen the episode yet.
No, he didn't.
Totally.
He don't say that it's a good episode or something like that.
No, but I always wait until I've seen the episode before I watch anybody's reviews.
Yeah. He watched it afterwards. I didn't watch it before, and I really thought, oh my god, the reviews will destroy completely. But no, what I saw till now was they didn't get it that this is the real worst episode ever. This time they actively try to destroy the old Star Trek series by inserting.
Well, I'm gonna fucking hate it then because the original series is my favorite Star Trek of all. Do you know what I mean? I grew up watching it on fucking reruns from a small child, so
yeah,
always holds a special place. Does the original series for me?
yeah, I really do have to watch this awful episode, and so we can talk tomorrow about it because it's really it I'm still angry just thinking about it.
Yeah, I can remember now. I put it on just as I was going to sleep, and I got comfortable, and I think I saw like the first minute or two before I fell asleep because I was very, very drunk.
Yeah, yeah, you can't watch it sober. It's impossible. Impossible.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't watched the Orville either. I haven't watched the latest one of them yet.
Yeah, and the Owl was good.
Well,
really
it
good.
generally always is, isn't it?
Yeah, but it was better than the one before. I was a bit disappointed from the second part of the two-parter.
Oh yeah. Well, it was very predictable, wasn't it? The second part.
Yeah. It would have been great if they made a three-parter out of it or something really great. But it was okay. It wasn't bad, but I thought really they go all in this time. But okay. No, but the last one was really a very, very good Star Trek episode. It was pure Star Trek. I thought.
Oh yeah, the whole show is more Star Trek than fucking STD will ever be.
Yeah, I didn't count STD even. No, but I mean this whole episode could have been straight out of Enterprise or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Really, it would have. You could a DS9 story. It could have been a DS9 story even.
Yeah.
It was such a good episode, and it was so typical. I forgot during watching that it's not Star Trek because they won't they kept the puns and jokes to a minimum, to a really minimum.
I think they've been cutting the jokes quite a lot in this new season compared to the first season.
Yeah, and also the guy who makes the most jokes, the Joker of the show, he had this time. It was his episode, and it was a serious one. So they made out of the Joker a serious character.
Which Joker are you referring to? Because they all have the little wisecracks here and there. Are you
Yeah, but there's one who particular is constantly just making jokes. The friend of the captain.
the helmsman guy with ginger hair?
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, I thought you were on about that character. Yeah.
Yeah.
Scott, not Scott Grimes. I can't remember the actor's name.
Scott Grimes? Isn't
No.
Scott Grimes the one that Homer killed in Simpsons?
No, I'm thinking of it. I don't think it is Scott Grimes anyway, the actor.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
But as I said, in one episode, Homer gets a colleague who his name is Scott Grimes, and at the end, Scott Grimes even gets killed. And it's the episode where the Scott Grimes says to Homer he's his enemy because Homer gets everything for free, and he has to work his way up.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that one.
Oh, it's one of the best episodes, really. You have to watch that because in German it's called Homer has an enemy, and the English title I don't know in my head now, but
Is that how old is that one? Is it one of the older ones or?
yeah, of course.
Yeah, so
But-
when it was entertaining.
Yeah, and I think 15 years or something like that, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Well, it's a really good one.
Oh.
Yeah, but no, the first 13 seasons of Simpsons are good. You can watch them.
Yeah, I mean, there's some classics, isn't there? Like when fucking Homer tries to skateboard over the chasm and things like that. I'm doing it. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Some great ones.
Yeah, Who Shot Mr. Burns? That was a cool.
Oh, that, yeah, the two-parter.
Yep.
Did it turn out to be Maggie?
Yeah, it turned
Yeah.
out to be Maggie. Oh, such a cool and also a very cool Twin Peaks reference in this two-parter. Because Lisa's investigation is completely like the scenes from the last episode from Twin Peaks. With this room and so on, where the people speak backwards. And so.
Yeah. I think I have a vague memory of that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so cool. It's
Yeah.
really...
That's a question. Is The Simpsons, is it like just shit now? Or is it that it's been on for so long and you're just so used to it?
No, it's just shit.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't tune in. I haven't tuned into The Simpsons for a long, long time.
Yeah, the reason is they don't care anymore. They just make episodes and they really don't give a crap. And it's not since this year or something like that. It started 10 years ago.
Yeah. I'm talking 10 plus years when everybody points at like, oh, this is the decline of The Simpsons.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been going for like, what, 30 years, something like that? It's been going a hell of a long time.
Yeah, and there's an interesting theory on YouTube where people say the first time The Simpsons went downhill was the episode when Skinner was discovered as a fraud, who stole the name from Lieutenant Skinner. And this Lieutenant Skinner or Colonel Skinner or whatever.
Yeah, Colonel Skinner. Yeah, I think I can remember that one.
Yeah, and many people say that this is the episode that started the downfall. Because an established character got destroyed just for a lame joke. Yeah, because now Skinner isn't Skinner anymore. He is this other guy. What's his name? His original name.
I can't remember what it is, but yeah, the episode you're talking about definitely rings a bell.
Yeah, and it's not a bad episode. It's entertaining, but on the cost of the credibility of one of the established characters, and that's a problem. Yeah, I think really you can say it started the kind of the downfall of the Simpsons.
What year was the movie? Can you remember?
I think 2006.
Because I usually point at the movies as a series downfall. I usually think after they've done the movie, the series tends to suffer.
Yeah. Yeah, when the movie...
I felt that way with South Park for a long time. I didn't watch South Park. After the movie, I was like, oh, South Park fucking blows. But
No,
I mean, I've watched some more of the recent ones, and it's quite entertaining again. But there was a period I just didn't watch South Park.
Yeah, but I like the old episodes, and especially those after the movie. South Park the movie came in the third season.
Yeah, it was something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, came very quick because South Park is from I think 1992.
Yeah, maybe.
And
I've got the original first set of South Park figures on my TV stand.
Oh, very, very cool. So also got a Kenny?
Yeah, it's all four of them.
I hope you don't kill Kenny.
Yeah, that's what pissed me off after the movie, I think, because Kenny wasn't in a few episodes after the movie. And I was like, nah, this is shit. This is, man. Not without the original gang.
Yeah, yeah, they had some interesting storylines with Kenny. And South Park, as I said, the movie, after the movie, there was an interesting thing with the series. The series became, it was not this blown format. It was the movie format after the movie, the series. The series got the right format after the movie. It was just 4-3 as before. It was after the movie. It was 60-9.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good thing.
I think it was just that year in television in general. I think is when they transitioned from your standard 4-3 to 16-9. I think it was just sweeping television in general. I think it was the year it happened. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe.
Because widescreen TVs had started coming out, haven't they? The big bulky things.
Yeah, as I said, one of some of my all-time favorite episodes are the ones after the movie. As example, the China problem. It's the one where they speak about Indiana Jones 4.
I'm not sure if I've seen that one. It's not ringing any bells.
Yeah, the China problem is the second story, and or the first story, and the second story is the story where they try to get George Lucas and Steven Spielberg arrested for Crystal Skull.
Yeah, they should have been put away for at least 10 years for crimes against cinema.
Yeah, because they got arrested for raping this character.
Oh, the Crystal Skull. Oh
my God. And they were so right. When I saw the episode back then, I thought, oh my God, this is so on the point. It's really, you can't put it better. It's really like what I felt back then when I saw this Crystal Skull abomination.
Yeah, well, I can remember just sitting in the theater, and then it opened with like New Mexico sort of, or wherever, 1950 something. I was like, hang on, what's this got to do with fucking aliens? And sure enough, it was aliens. And I was like, oh God, really? This fucking film? Oh, it's just bullshit.
Hey,
Yeah,
we have the voice of one in the chat.
indeed, indeed, we do. The Irish gladiator himself.
Yeah, yeah, Crystal Skull. Oh my god, yeah. It's the only reason why I still haven't made an Indiana Jones review.
Why?
Because of this god awful
Yes.
movie.
Just don't want to sit through that fucking pile of shit for 2 hours again, do you? Just to make a review.
No, I don't have to sit through it again. I have the unfortunately I have the complete movie in my head, and I don't get it out of my head. That's not the problem. The problem is I don't want to speak about it. It's really like in the South Park episode.
Voice in the chat's just made me laugh. You're not seeing me. Oh, you're not seeing up me war guilt.
Yeah, I said it's really so painful. It could be one of the coolest, best retrospectives reviews about Indiana Jones. I would like to do that, but every time I think about it, and then I think about the Crystal Skull, I think, oh my God, no, I can't do that. That's
You could just end it. You could just do the first 3 movies, and then in the last few seconds go, yeah, they also made this.
yeah, but you know, I can't do that.
Yes, no, not with this German efficiency. No.
No, it's impossible. So really, no. Yeah, and yeah, that's the reason. But maybe next year. And also, I want to make a fifth one. And when they make a fifth one, then yeah, it will probably get.
Oh, that thing's been in production hell for like fucking 2 years. The 5th one, at least 2 years.
Yeah, and you can guess
rewrites and what have you. And I do believe Lawrence Kasdan's son.
Oh my God!
Is writing the fucking screenplay. The same guy who wrote fucking Solo.
Oh my God! No, really?
So I'm sure Lawrence Kasdan's kid's got something fucking do with it.
Okay. Yeah. Now I'm pretty sure that this thing will turn out to be the biggest turd ever.
Yeah. Voice in the chat's just said Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull, or as it should be called, one more movie before Harrison Ford dies.
Yeah, one more paycheck. Yeah, I know.
Indeed.
Yeah, and
he should just really just fucking retire. Do you know what I mean? Instead of bumbling around these old movies from 30, 40 years ago.
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
It's just embarrassing. It's like these scenes in the Lego Movie 2 where Batman got married and so on, and I was just embarrassed. I thought, oh my God, I have to sit through that. I don't want to see that. It's so embarrassing.
Yeah, it's certainly not a good sequel. Certainly not. But I think we've pretty much covered Lego 2 and how much we pretty much don't like it.
Yeah. This second part, as also as Wreck-It Ralph 2 and so on, these complete second parts, and also here this other superhero 2 movie part 2, this other Pixar one, incredible too.
I've only seen it the once, and I can't really remember much about it. Noise Tracker in the chats just said, "Don't forget about cowboys and aliens."
Yeah, because we talked about Harrison Ford abominations, and we know we won't.
One of them, yeah.
Yeah, we won't forget.
One with Daniel Craig in as well.
Yeah. It was James Bond meets Indiana Jones.
Oh dear, I can remember seeing it at the time, but I can't remember much about it. It didn't stick into my mind.
It's crap. It's about cowboys who meet aliens.
Voice said in the chat, "Oh yeah, an hour and a half of nothing happening, and Harrison Ford spoke once."
Yeah.
There you have it.
Yeah, and also
Noise Track has just replied, one line too much.
don't forget, don't forget this god awful piece of shit space movie he was in with this kid that was fighting against an army.
Ender's Game, something like that.
Oh my god!
Is that the one? I haven't seen
Yeah.
it, but I think that's the title.
Oh my god! That was the worst piece of shit ever. You
Well,
didn't see it, really?
no, I can remember seeing the trailer and just thinking, hang on, isn't this fucking The Last Starfighter or something? You know what I mean?
And you have 2 stars who sold out for this one. It was Ben Kingsley and Harrison Ford.
Ah, but Ben Kingsley isn't the great actor he once was. Let's face it, man, he'll just fucking turn up for a paycheck now.
I know. He was in one very good movie with a very good performance in Gandhi, and that's it.
He was okay in that Sexy Beast with Ray Winston. He was okay in that.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but like you say, do you know what I mean? Oh, he'll just turn his hand at fucking
Yeah,
anything.
there are more bad Ben Kingsley movies than bad Stephen King adaptations. So
Bloody hell.
he's in everything.
Yeah, and there's some high numbers right there.
and I would never have thought 20 years ago, if you would told me that this alien thing that is like Alien, this movie with the girl that is Species.
Oh yeah, where this
And he is also in Species. And if you would told me back then that this would be one of his better ones.
Yeah. He was in fucking Iron Man 3, where we all got lied to thinking we were going to actually have the Mandarin, and we didn't.
Yeah. This Iron Man 3, where
Good job Marvel Studios wasn't at the end of my street, or else it would have been a prime candidate for a brick through the window at that point.
Yeah. Ben Kingsley is really a disappointment. I was such a big fan. And also, don't forget, he was in this Prince of Persia. Fuck off.
Yeah, voice in the chat's just saying 6 days, 7 nights wasn't bad. I'm not sure if I've seen that.
Yeah, he speaks about the Harrison Ford movie. It's on the island.
Oh no, I don't think I've seen it.
He's with Anne Hesh on the island, on an island, and they're stranded and for 6 days and 7 nights.
Hence the title, I suppose. Yeah, no, not seen it.
Yeah, it's not the worst movie ever, but I don't want to see this movie ever again because it's boring.
I was looking at stupid, like, dumb things on the internet. Right, I'm going to give this a go, see if I can figure it out. Just this one thing. Right, let me get to here. Right, let me see if this works.
Yeah, and that's really unusual.
Find it. There we go.
When Noise Tracker says I haven't seen, that means really something, because normally he knows every movie.
Right, it looks like I have to keep talking to keep this on the screen. So chatty, chat. Oh my God, I just read that China is 12 hours ahead of America. Why didn't they warn us about 9/11? That's such bullshit. Fuck you, China. Like 3 billion people died.
Oh my God.
Oh, you just got to love the internet, aren't you? There's some dumb fuckers out there, man, and stupidity always gives me a chuckle.
Yeah, they should have warned the Americans. Oh, your government plans a false flag attack. Oh, yeah, but it seems on this day was what do you say when they called in Germany? It's called Übung. I don't know the English word for it.
No, I don't think today is any particular special day.
No, I mean, before you do something, you try it to see if it works. How do you call that in English?
Like a sample test or something like that?
Sample test. On 9/11 was a sample test for 9/11.
Oh.
Exercise here, Noise Tracker.
Controversial.
Yeah, English is better than mine. Exercise. There was exercise for what if two planes would hit the World Trade Center, and the exercise was on 9/11, and that was one of the reasons why nobody really reacted like he should have done, because I had an exercise of the same thing on the same day.
Oh,
Thanks for coincidence, I guess.
well, a fucking very big coincidence by the sounds of things.
Do you think?
Well, you know what I mean? We don't want to go down that conspiracy rabbit hole of 9/11.
No.
People saying there wasn't even planes and fucking. I don't know. I still think the way the towers come down is a bit suspect though, because I remember seeing one conspiracy video and it had this demolition and an interview with a demolitions expert, and he was basically saying, "Nah, the way that building come down, it just wouldn't have come down that way at all. That was laid charges, controlled detonations. That's the only way that building would ever come down that way."
Jeff, but you could see something on that day, something very sweet. You could see real friendship on this day, and it was also the proof that real friendship just exists with skyscrapers, because 2 skyscrapers came down, and the third one didn't want to live alone anymore, and also came down.
Oh yeah, the little
without being hitting from a plane. That's real friendship. No, solidarity, or what do you call it?
Solidarity, Reg. Yeah.
Let us talk about that in our 9/11 stream.
9/11 conspiracy stream.
Conspiracy stream.
Yeah, tinfoil hats at the ready.
Yeah.
Well, this is weird. We haven't got a third, and I need to go take a piss and go grab a beer. So, if you want to talk about anything, Cub, plug your channel or something. I'll be back in a second.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, why don't you sing us a lovely song?
No, I thought you have music for this situation. Jeff? Oh no, he's gone. Yeah, so I'm alone here, and I have no clue if somebody hears me or not. Yeah, as I said, I work on the mummy. It's the new version of my mummy reviews, because I discovered some mummy movies I didn't cover last time, so I had to include them. That's the reason why I made them new.
I'm back.
Yeah, you didn't turn off your microphone or whatever.
Yeah, I know. I just used it for background noise.
Yeah. Are you back or aren't you back?
I'm back now, yes, indeedy. Emptied one out and ready to fill it back up again.
Yeah, wonderful. I went out of mummies.
You ran out of mummies?
Yeah, I ran out of mummies.
Mackie needs to do a new one.
I used them all. Yeah, even the Crystal Skull movie, I called it Return of the Mummies or something like that in my Star Wars review. This time without CGI mummies. This time with the real mummies.
Right, so like I was saying to you, I don't think I'm going to bother leave any more comments on your videos if all you're going to do is just re-release them like special edition style.
Yeah, as I told you, they were planned back then this way. I wanted this dinosaur scenes where they went through the picture and didn't anything.
Cub, they're called Rontos. You'll upset the nerds.
Rontos, yeah. Wait a second. But Rontos are also dinosaurs or not?
Well, I don't know. seem to be Jawa transportation if the special edition of Star Wars is anything to believe.
Yes. Now I understand. These dinosaurs aren't dinosaurs because they are in space, and space dinosaurs are Rontos.
Yep, apparently so.
Yeah, that's the reason why I didn't find one. Because
that'll be it.
I'm using for my special edition version. I'm using a dinosaur from Jurassic Park or something like that. Yeah, I didn't know that. It didn't came to my mind because maybe it's because of this new Star Wars where they don't give a shit on continuity or something like that,
or characters, or fucking good writing, or anything else.
Yeah. When you hear some mama jokes in a Star Wars movie, you forget this is in another universe.
Well, just the tone of the new Star Wars movies, it's just all off. It's wrong. As soon as The Force Awakens, and then you heard who talks first? Do you talk first? Do I talk first? It's a bit hard to hear, wasn't it? I thought, really? Is this the road we're going down with this fucking Star Wars movie?
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
And I still, for me, The Force Awakens is still the worst Star Wars. Even worse than Last Jedi. Because Last Jedi is hilariously bad.
Yeah, but without The Force Awakens as well, mind you, not that Rian Johnson gave a shit about what happened in The Force Awakens. He didn't even care about that. Any continuity went straight out the fucking window.
Yeah, and for me, The Force Awakens was an unwatchable piece of shit. When I saw this black trooper guy who turned out to be the clown, I really thought, why? Why in the hell do we need this clown guy?
It started off all menacing, and then once the helmet was removed, it was, oh dear.
Yeah, and when the helmet was removed, he was just clowning his way through the whole movie, and that was for me so annoying.
Well, it's not a great movie, and we were fucking lied to. Everything, what you know, what I mean, we were just lied to in general.
Yeah, and
they had the perfect opportunity to have Han, Leia, and Luke together for one, just even for one scene. JJ had the perfect opportunity to do that. Did he fuck?
Yeah, and I think I never planned to do that.
Well, I think fucking this episode 9 is going to retcon the fuck out of it, man. He's going to make it like 8 never even existed.
Yeah, he also have to make 7.
Which I've been saying all along, which I said a long time ago. So if that comes to be true, I said it first.
Just people seem to forget a little detail about this reunion of Fisher.
The main cast who we wanted to see together. Yeah.
There's a small detail people always seem to forget or oversee, and even the Star Wars channels that day and night do nothing else than Star Wars videos. But and the defenders of The Force Awakens and so on, they forget something,
which is
J.J. Abrams never had any plans whatsoever to give us these scenes.
Oh, I know, yeah.
And I can prove that with one sentence. He killed Harrison Ford in the movie.
Yep.
So even if you had done episode 8 and 9 and whatsoever, this scene couldn't.
Yeah, but you know, Harrison Ford wanted fucking die anyway. Do you know what I mean? His character wanted to die anyway, so it was just fulfilling Harrison Ford's wish, really. But we still could have had a scene. Things could have been wrote so that was a lot further on in the movie. We could have had a scene. It could have been done. But JJ didn't give a shit about the old fans.
He didn't give a shit. So this is for me the worst one. Part 7 is for me the worst Star Wars because of that.
It's a setup for 8, which didn't follow suit. But you know what I mean? He laid the groundwork of shit.
Yeah,
he put that first trowel of shit on the wall. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a setup for failure. To kill Han Solo off before, and so that we never get the chance to see them ever again
Mm-hmm.
in a
Yeah,
real
yeah.
scene.
I think Sith Kryptonian did a quite interesting video on the subject.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah,
much on the subject, not long ago.
yeah.
Very interesting video.
Yeah, it said the scene that broke Star Wars or something like that.
Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think his video has 100,000 views,
Yeah, well,
125,000, I think, even.
it was a good video. It was a good video.
Yeah, yeah, it was very cool. As I said, this killing off Han Solo thing was a big middle finger to the fans. And when I now hear something like, yeah, maybe JJ can do that or he can do that, people seem to forget that he's the problem.
He started the problem. He started
Yeah.
destroying the original characters. Yeah.
Yeah, he was the problem from the beginning, and Ryan Johnson is just he's just a stupid guy. Nothing more. I don't think he's the devil or something like that. He just made a movie because people told him do what you want, and he did it. So what?
Mm.
And nobody can tell me if anyone who is above Johnson, and there are, I think, Java is above him. I think Kennedy is above him, and so on. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nobody can tell me that they didn't know what he does. They didn't see the script, or they didn't see the scenes, or whatever.
They don't care. You've got to remember that movies are made by committee now. It's a bunch of fucking suits sitting around a boardroom.
Yeah,
who don't know fuck all about film.
Yeah. Now we get Ghostbusters all over again because Dan Aykroyd, he don't give a shit on Ghostbusters.
Well, Dan Aykroyd will just be happy of a fucking check. Let's face it, man. Do you know what I mean?
And that's all. So
I don't think his vodka's selling that well.
Yeah, and so when he saw that everything is lost with the new Ghostbusters, what did he do? He came out and threw the director under the bus in an interview. Yeah, he came straight up, made an interview where he said, "Yeah, the problem with the movie was it was too expensive, and the director didn't do the shoots we wanted to do, and so on." So he switched the side to the fans and throw the director under the bus, and that's it. So now fans can still confuse him for maybe he is not that bad or something like that. In this case,
so I take it you're not looking forward to Ghostbusters 3 then, Cub?
I don't give a shit on Ghostbusters.
Yeah. Ghostbusters 3. Too little, too late.
Yeah, also part 2 wasn't that great, and
2 was fucking garbage.
Yeah. So
I think you're giving it, by calling it not too great, I think you're giving it a fucking high praise there, Cub, especially for you.
Yeah, as if somebody watches my Ghostbusters review, he knows exactly what I'm thinking about the second part.
Well, don't bother watch his Ghostbusters review because he's only going to fucking redo it in 6 months.
Yeah, if you want to hear a real rant on Ghostbusters, then you just have to ask Noise Tracker. I think the Ghostbusters 2 annoyed the shit out of him back then.
Who did it? It was fucking terrible. I can remember going to see it in the cinema, Ghostbusters 2, and it was like, fuck me, this is shit.
Yeah.
Really disappointing.
So this whole Ghostbusters thing is just laughable. Really. It's not even funny anymore. But on Last Jedi and this Star Wars thing, we have the same situation. They are now preparing to throwing Ryan Johnson under the bus.
Well, of course, yeah. He's going to be the fucking scapegoat for it all.
Yeah.
And deservingly fucking so, because he fucking ruined it.
he ruined it. That's right. But
Well, he ruined Luke Skywalker as a character, certainly.
yeah, that's right. I can't stand this guy, but I'm pretty sure he will just get thrown under the bus from Kennedy and Abrams that they can save their ass.
Yeah.
They will side completely with the fans. Maybe Kennedy can't anymore because she made such stupid. She made such stupid things. I think she's also gone. But Jar Jar, you can bet on that. You can bet on that he will side with the fans and then go all over like I did.
Lucasfilm are in fucking trouble, man. They've got to side with the fans.
Yeah, and to not to lose all three of them, I think JJ will Jar Jar will take over, and this Ryan Johnson guy he's out, and Kennedy obviously she is out, and but they announce it in a year or something like that.
Yeah. Well, she'll step down. She'll be fired behind closed doors, but she'll step down in public.
And then you can see.
Do you know what I mean? Because you're not going to have a strong female independent woman like KK to be fired. That's never going to happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Step down.
I'm pretty sure she gets out of the spotlight.
Oh, definitely.
And how they do that, I don't care. But you will see that this Jar Jar guy, he will grow a spine. And he will grow a spine.
He's a fucking Spielberg wannabe. He's a fucking.
Yeah, I know. But I tell you, he will grow a spine. He will side with fans, and then he will go all out against Johnson and maybe even against Kennedy.
Not a chance. Do you think he's gonna say things like that? He wants to work in Hollywood, dude.
No, I tell you,
never going to say fucking bad shit about anybody.
I'm not sure about it because I think we have here the same. We have another Ghostbusters situation.
Yeah, while you're there, I'll just address the chat for a moment. Voices saying Ghostbusters 3 is nothing but a kids' movie with the Ghostbusters label slapped on it, and yeah, he's probably right because. It's just not going to be. It's going to be something there for us older people who saw the original, but it's just going to be a terrible rehash, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's not going to be nothing good. I don't see anything good coming of it. Ghostbusters 3.
Yeah, and Neuswecker, he said with the Ghostbusters 2, he hates this movie even with the Run DMC shit theme. And you don't know that Neuswecker, he likes Run DMC. He's a Run DMC fan.
I like the early 80s stuff, the mid 80s stuff.
Yeah, and I also Run DMC is also one of the bands I don't mind. I'm not a big fan, but there's things I know them I like.
I like the older breakdancey stuff, what used to be on the old electro albums. You wouldn't know anything about them, I don't think. Electro 1 through 10, I think there was, and then there was Electro Crucial, Electro UK.
No, don't ask me anything.
It was all breakdancing stuff from back in the early 80s.
I said, don't ask me anything about music or something like that. You know, I don't know shit about that.
Not unless it was a full orchestra score, and then you know about such things.
Yeah, then I pretend to know something about it.
Yeah, while most people my age back in the day were all out buying Iron Maiden and Motorhead, you were out buying film scores. But it's all paid off for you now.
Oh, Noise said it ended a long year fandom for Run DMC. Oh my god, that's a tragedy.
Well, I hated it when they did that fucking. I swear it was Run DMC, and they did the cover of "Walk This Way" by Aerosmith, but did it with Aerosmith. And I thought that was the end of both bands, really. I thought, right, I no longer like Aerosmith anymore, and I no longer like Run DMC anymore. That song has just killed both of it for me.
Yeah, but Aerosmith sucked. They sucked before that, and they sucked after that. So
man, first 4 albums, and even the original version of "Walk This Way" is okay. First 4 albums are pretty good, man. Toys in the Attic. That's a great album.
For sure. For sure, I prefer Nickelback over Aerosmith every time.
Get to fuck. Fucking Nickelback.
So
Fucking Canada's got a lot to answer for, and that's fucking one of them. And
yeah.
that shit upon the world.
For sure, Nickelback is like Beethoven compared to Aerosmith.
Get fucked. Aerosmith's first 4 albums are cool, mate. When they were doing just loads of drugs and loads of alcohol, the music was fucking great. And guess what? As soon as they stopped doing all that shit, the music sucked.
Yeah, maybe.
Like all great artists. That's why the Beatles actually got better as they went on. The only band in history, as far as I'm concerned, who actually did that. Most bands get worse. The Beatles got better because they discovered drugs.
I wouldn't say that about every band.
Name me another band who actually got better.
Dire Straits. I like the new Dire Straits things even more than the old ones. So what?
No, the newer Dire Straits stuff and Knopfler stuff, it was just too middle of the road. It was too safe. Nah, fucking earlier Dire Straits stuff like Switchblade Knife and tracks like that. Now they are far superior.
You just bring this old stuff up because you know nobody knows that.
No, everybody who knows Dire Straits will know them albums. Everybody will agree that the earlier stuff was better.
So don't pretend to be here the oldest. You know exactly I'm much older than you.
No, you're not. You're fucking 2 years and 2 months older than me. That's all you're, which is just a breeze in the wind.
No, these are the important years. But you can't know that because you are too young to know that. In 2.5 years, you know what I'm speaking about.
Dude, fuck me. I've seen and done more shit by the time I was 16 than you will do in 4 lifetimes.
Yeah, these young people.
Young. That's debatable.
Yeah, that would also explain why you like some of these awful movies I constantly hate.
Well, because you think Gremlins 2 is better than Gremlins. You know what I mean? Nobody's perfect.
Voice of One want to invade Germany again. One was the last invasion. Did I miss something?
Yeah, well, you know what I mean. We kicked your ass a couple of times, man. Plus in football. And no, yeah, but the voice is fucking right, man. Do you know what I mean? Coming on here saying Nickelback are a good band. That's for war, Sonny.
We don't need any kind of invasions or something like that. Germans, we are taking over without anybody is noticing.
No, we noticed. That's why we're getting the fuck out of the EU, son. We noticed.
Yeah, but you can't.
I'm not going down that fucking road anyway because the whole thing's a fucking shambles.
Yeah, but you can't swim away with your island. You don't get so far.
Well, we're fucking linked by a tunnel.
Yeah, even with the Frenchmen, I think.
Mm-hmm. Sacre bleu.
Yeah, now you are linked to French. Who would have thought that? If you told Napoleon something like that, or
I think it's only like 20-something fucking miles, the English Channel. Something like that. I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
A decent feat of engineering, all the same. I must say that, but nah, fuck that. Close it.
Yeah, until now, it didn't come up in any movies.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah, because nobody gives a shit on this tunnel. It's really funny.
Not even some sad fucking Cannon-esque movie where there's some terrorist trying to blow it up or something. I don't think we've had one yet. I think you're right, Cub.
Yeah.
I can't recall a movie where some terrorist has tried to blow up the Channel Tunnel.
Yeah, but that's just because Sylvester Stallone made this movie Daylight about the tunnel.
Oh yeah, I can sort of remember it.
Yeah. It wasn't that bad. I would consider Daylight even as one of his better movies.
What, as opposed to like Over the Top?
Yeah, over the top. No, over the top was for me much too over the top.
And besides that, anyway, saying it's not interesting enough, the Channel Tunnel. They recently made an action movie which was based at one of UK's football grounds. West Ham United is a UK football club. And they just did a fucking action movie based at West Ham's ground. So, you know what I mean? If they're doing it at football clubs, they can do it anyway.
Yeah,
They can easily make that movie.
yeah, but tunnel movies they are expensive and they don't bring money. Even the Daylight wasn't a hit. I think it just
I think Voices just hit it on the head, really, in the chat. They don't want to make a movie about blowing up the Channel Tunnel because someone might actually do it.
yeah,
You know, we're all led by media nowadays.
yeah, for sure. Why should someone? I constantly forget about this stuff. If not somebody brings it up every few years, I think, oh yeah, there was this tunnel thing.
Yeah.
Totally forgot about that.
I have actually been through it. I have been through the tunnel once. Well,
really?
twice, obviously. Between journey and all, but yeah.
Did you drive through it via train?
You basically drove your car onto like a train. And that's it.
Okay.
Just sit in the car for about half an hour or so, and there you are, and pop out in France.
Oh my God. That sounds boring.
Well, you know, travel's fucking boring anyway, no matter what the fuck you're going on, be it plane, car, bus. Still fucking boring as fuck, isn't it? Are we there yet?
Yeah, but on the ferries you can get a drink and look at the sea.
Yeah.
Maybe you see Moby Dick or something like that.
Yeah, I've been on the ferry a fair few times. I actually went over to Ireland on the ferry when I was a roadie. When I was working for Hawkwind, we did where was the gig in Ireland now? The Ambassador Theatre in Dublin. That's where it was.
Oh,
many years ago, about in the early 2000s, when I was working for Hawkwind. Yeah, we did a gig over there. We went by ferry. Yeah, that was funny. It was windy as fuck, and the violin player, Simon House, lost all his shit in the wind. He went outside, and it was like a cartoon. We could see it out the window, and it was just all his hat flying off him and all his bits of paper and everything just going fucking crazy in the wind. It was very funny.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I also used a ferry for something, but I can't remember when it was. I'm just sure I was on a ferry sometimes.
Yeah, they're okay. The first time I was on, I made sure I was right by the fucking lifeboats, just in case shit went down. You know what I mean? It's like, fuck you, I'm having this. I'm telling you, just in case the shit went down, mate, I was right by one of the lifeboats.
Yeah, if I would ever get a boat.
Boyce will remember this because he's as old as me and whatnot, similar age. There was a period in UK history where these fucking ferries were just sinking for no real reason. People were, cargo doors left open was a main concern, if I remember right.
Yeah.
And I can just remember all these fucking horror stories being on the news. So when I first went on a ferry, no, taking no fucking chances.
Yeah, there was this ferry thing, and they made a Ferry 8 song even after that.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, really. It's a famous song, Ferry 8. Which song was it? Don't remember the title.
I take it was a bunch of celebrities all singing a common song type of affair.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, like Live Aid and what have you.
Yeah. These 8 things.
Yeah.
These 8 things I don't give a crap on.
No, fuck that. Just give them some contraception, man. Learn them the keys to contraception. You know what I mean? Or move them to where the food is. Sam Kinison, the comedian, said it best. Fucking America has deserts. We just don't fucking live there. Do you know what I mean? Send these guys, instead of sending them food every year, send them trucks, suitcases, and move them to where the fucking food is. Nothing grows in a desert. See this? It's desert. You know what it's going to be 10 years from now? Desert. Nothing fucking grows there. Move them to where the fucking food is.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
Well, it's not a straight cut and that, is it? It's fucking corrupt officials and what have you, and usual bullshit.
Yeah, he said that Townsend was the biggest disaster.
Yeah, I think that was one of the names of the ferries. It's ringing a bell, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was in the 80s or not.
Yeah, maybe.
Ferry thing.
Yeah, back end of the 80s, mid to back end of the 80s, maybe.
Yeah,
my memories. Well, on previous occasions, I've told you what my memories are like. It's non-functional, but yeah, I think it was back end of the 80s.
Yeah, when they left the door open and so many people died because of that. They're really stupid, I have to say.
All right. Right, I think we've been going for an hour or so then, Cub. I think we'll wrap it up for now, live.
Yeah, okay.
Okie dokie. And thanks to Voice Noise Tracker.
Yeah.
Yeah, glad you stopped by, man. And now I've got to figure out how to turn this thing off.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Oh, hang on. Here we go. Right. Bye, all. Bye for now.
Bye.